What is up, YouTubers? Johnsy here. Welcome back to some more Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. And in the last video, we were doing more of Natsuki's route in Act 1. And, she tried to grab a box of manga from the top shelf all by herself, kind of. And then she asked me to help, finally. Now she needed the help. And then, where I was positioned, it's almost where I could see up her, So, there was some tension there. She fell, books scattered everywhere. She mentioned she had a hard day. And then, I think that's mostly what happened last time. But, we're also going to be doing our last day with Natsuki here. And then after this, it should be going over to Yuri. We should be going to Yuri's next. I'll at least get to the option where I pick Natsuki first, to hang out for the weekend. I'm not going to do, the one with Natsuki during the weekend, because we did typically do that already, so I won't go through that again. But anyways. Hey, you. Huh? I look up and see Natsuki next to me. Are you just going to sit there or keep staring at nothing? There isn't much time for that, so, sorry. I didn't mean to make you worry or anything. It's not like I was worried. It was just... Natsuki glasses down at her side. She's holding the volume of manga in her hand. Oh, that's right. Something just came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez. Now you're making me feel like a jerk. If there's something bothering you, you can just tell me to leave you alone, and I will. I mean... Excuse me, sorry. Assuming you didn't feel like talking about it or anything. She particularly mumbles the last part. No, I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. And if you're probably wondering what happened at this point, just before this little scene, I'm pretty sure it's the part where Sayori is starting to just feel a little starting to have a little rain clouds in her head, and MC's finally kind of noticing what's going on with her, so that's kind of at the point, so. I've been just thinking about Sayori, that's all. So Sayori? Thinking about her? Yeah, she seems pretty down today. Well, there you go. See, I guess I didn't need a full explanation. But she didn't want to admit to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh. Natsuki exhales. Well, first of all, you shouldn't really work on your phrasing. You should really work on your phrasing. But anyways, you're her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Then in that case, I think you should trust her a little more. If she needs you, then you would be the first person she would go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have those days. You can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want to worry. Doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important. Yeah, that's kind of what she'd said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then it'll be a lot more obvious. Yeah. I should have thought of that from the start. Natsuki fiddles with the books she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Huh? Don't get me wrong. Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've been just friends for a long time. It's normal to be weird about your friends, or worried about your friends. I mean, you're worried about me, so I was not. Jeez, if you're fine, then let's hurry up and get started already. Yeah. Oh, okay. I guess that happened. Okay, so I guess this is a little conversation and we just kind of read together, so, well, let's go talk to Natsuki first, because, she'll most likely be astounded at the poem. Let's see. You're certainly enthusiastic today. Oh. Why do I keep reading the other people's lines as someone else? Let me read that again. You're certainly enthusiastic today. Of course. I like your writing. I was just surprised. It seems like you had a lot of trouble admitting that before. Well, of course. I just had to put you in your place a bit. It's not like, it's not like I was shy or anything stupid like that. Or jealous. I really wasn't jealous. Just because you happen to be a good writer. Such a dumb thing to get jealous about. Haha. Natsuki. What? You're not very confident about your writing, are you? Huh? What are you talking about? My writing is obviously the best, right? It took me a while to figure out, but I think I finally did. Maybe Natsuki acts so ignorant because she's trying to make up for her own insecurities. Funny enough, I actually know that word, insecurities. If she acts like she's the best, then other people might think that way too. Right. Janza, please just tell me that you like my poem. I don't care if you hate them. Just please tell me I'm the best. I just really need to hear that from someone. I know I sound stupid, but there's a reason I never shared my poem before like this. Natsuki. Because nobody ever takes me seriously. What's the point of sharing my poem if people just laugh and say, that's cute, just the way, this is like you, Natsuki. It seems that sometimes I just want to be cute. I don't want to be cute. But nobody understands that. I really try hard when I write. The style doesn't matter. The emotions are there. Why can't anyone see that? I just want... Natsuki trails off. Maybe it's because her lip started to quiver. I look down. Her fist is clenches really hard. Hey Natsuki, if you're not careful, you'll rip your own poem. I gently grab the poem with my own hands until she relaxed in her grip on it. I place it flat on the desk to smooth out the wrinkles that she put into it. Don't read it. Before you can pick it back up, Natsuki snatches it from the poem back from the desk. It's not any good, and I know you hate my poem. So you don't have to read this one, okay? But I want to read it. Well, why? Because I like your poems. I really do. Why would I judge you for your style? It's not like your own style is anything crazy. It's true that the first time I read your poems, I didn't look much into it, but I know better now. And it was wrong for Yuri to think your style is more immature than hers. And Yuri, she means well, but sometimes she's so focused on simple happiness that she doesn't understand how people really want. Yeah, I guess I never really thought about how hard it is for you. And I'm sorry if I was a part of the problem. I understand now. You're not just cute, you're a lot more than that. Natsuki, you're doing it again. Once again, Natsuki clutches her poem a little too hard. She looks down and hides her eyes from me. I never realized how difficult this was for her. But finally, she forces herself to extend her arm and set the poem on the table. You can read it. Just turn that way. I don't want you to look at my face right now. Okay, I will. Because of you. I think this actually might be a new poem, too. I don't know if we've actually seen this. Tomorrow will be brighter with me around, but when today is dim, I can always look down. My looking is a little more forward because you looked at me. When I want to say something, I say it with a shout, but my trusted feelings can never come out. My words are a little less empty because you listen to me. When something is above me, I reach for the stars, but when I feel a little small, I don't get very far. My standing is a bit taller because you sit with me. I believe in myself with all my heart, but what do I do when it's torn all apart? My faith is a little bit stronger because you trust me. My pen always puts my feelings to test. I am not a good writer, but my best is my best. My poems are a little bit dire because you think of me. Because of you, because of you, because of you. Why are you looking at me like that? If you didn't like it, then just say it. I won't get mad. No, it's not that I don't like it. It's just a little surprising to read. Well, I guess I'm not used to hearing such nice things coming from you. Don't just say that, dummy. What do you think the point of this writing is? Expressing things that you can't just say? Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry for missing the point sometimes. I always mean well. And I'm happy that you showed this to me. I like it. Yeah, well, I'm a pro, so Natsuki mumbles, completely fallen sound confident, and he usually does. Just remember that I can't think these things sometimes too. You know, when you're nice to me, it's meaningful. I'm glad. Says Natsuki is satisfied, I start to hand my poem back to her. But as I do, Natsuki takes my hand and pushes them back away. Her small and soft hand surprised me with her assurance. I don't want it. Huh? Why not? I just don't. Jeez. I realize that what Natsuki is doing. Unable to be honest, she's trying to give me the poem I rebound about way. Well, in that case, I'm gonna keep it. Instead of teasing her, I choose to go along with it. Good. If you didn't, I would... Never mind. Just, I'm glad that you want it. Natsuki backpedals on her words and leaves it at that. Despite her best efforts to hide her expression, I can see her faintly smile to herself. That's all for now, so go put it away before someone else sees it, okay? Yeah, I'll go do that. With that, I return to my seat so that I can put away Natsuki's poem. Alright, Yuri, you're gonna leave, right? You're gonna leave the club room for a little bit? It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you didn't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Natsuki. Huh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me happy, really. Really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, I am gassy, apparently. Of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Jansa. Yuri, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright, just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? Go play with everyone else now. Oh, man. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a bit early today. Yuri? Tell Manga I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Yuri cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Oh, poor Sayori. Okay, just clear my throat a bit. I don't know how I feel like Yuri's gonna be, like, not sharing her poem again and whatnot because of before. Yuri doesn't look too enthusiastic about spending time with me. I guess if she changes her mind, she'll come to me. But I should leave her before... No, well... Jeez. Who would have known it would have impacted her that much just for that one choice that we can't really share poems with her. Anyways, I guess we'll be doing the same with Natsuki, but, you know. Hi, Jansa. Have you thought about what you want Smith to perform the festival? Oh, right. Some of the stuff is still the same. Stick with the Natsuki style once more, I see. Really like Natsuki, don't you? That's... Oh, come on, Jansa. It's awfully, suspicious of, you know. Spending time with her in the club room every day. Pretend to like the manga that she's into? You know you know how Natsuki is. If you don't indulge her, she'll end up hating me. Eh? No, I think you're misunderstanding Janza. It's not like Natsuki just hates anyone who doesn't give her what she wants. Yeah, she's absurd, but she's not that selfish. In fact, I think you're the only one here she indulges her as much as you have. Is that so? I kind of knew that, but I just didn't want to admit it. So I just need to ask one thing of you. Be careful, please. Natsuki is kind of unappreciable. A lot of the time she doesn't even know what she wants. After all, she's the youngest one here. She might not know how to handle her own feelings properly. What am I saying? What I'm saying is, if something bad happens, then it could end up damaging the club too. And you don't want that to happen. And we wouldn't want that to me, right? You wouldn't do that to me, right? I'm not sure how to respond to Monica. Well, I care about her and the club. It's kind of unfair to bring that up. Well, you're smart. I'm sure you'll do the right thing. Monica smiles sweetly. Oh, I'm not focused right now. Okay. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now as I skip. Alright. Jerry left, blah blah blah. Like I said, I think the rest of this thing is kind of the same. Natsuki. I think with Natsuki it should be fun. This made it sound like it was a possible people. It'd be a ton of fun. No new dialogue? Nothing at all? Huh. Well, okay then. Yeah, at this point it's kind of the same stuff. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might happen after we were outside of school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this a chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. It's already Sunday. Come and visit. Two of us. I don't think there's much else here. Yeah. Yeah, and then we go see Sayori and whatnot. And since we already did the stuff with Natsuki, I think it's a good time to end off with Natsuki and start going over to Yuri's route. So we'll go to this save because this one was beforehand. I think I only got a couple options with Sayori and Natsuki, so I'll really have to go with something that so it's more like tragic words for Yuri. So okay, whoops. Like even if I get one wrong, because I really need Yuri to catch up here. Okay. Oh, we only got one, which I think I only got that for Sayori or something. Yeah. Eternity. That's gotta be one. Landscape. Infinite. Uncontrollable. Unstable? Yeah, there we go. Heaven Sent? Yes. If I can't pronounce it, it's probably Yuri. Destiny. Ignorance. This word. Frightening? There we go. Heartbeat? Oh, that's... Okay. Really? Okay. Universe. beauty. What? Raindrops, heart, music? Shit. There we go. Peaceful. That one. Portrait. Secretive, dazzle. You know, I'm curious to see who Lazy is. Oh, should have figured. Lee. Alright, hopefully we got stuff for Yuri. But we'll just see. We'll see. So now it's time to do things with Yuri. Yep, Yuri, it's your turn. Alright, here we go. Yeah, we got Yuri's. Sweet. Okay. I'm already curious to talk with Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and her eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I'm aware this, since I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. I was forced when I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's a book that you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, might have a hard time putting it down. It's very endearing and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about, anyways? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book title is Portrait of Markov. There's a ominous eye symbol in front of the cover. Alright. I just want to make sure I didn't accidentally give you anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. It gets tragic by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who trust. I can't speak, I'm sorry. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Haha. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Chansa? No, it's not that. I mean, I definitely enjoy these kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri was into these things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but in her mind, she seems completely different. It's just that these kind of stories, they challenge you to look at the life from a stranger's new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants you to be evil, but because they have their own goals and their own physicality that believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you relate to the protagonist, they made out to be the one that naive for letting their one-side morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? A little bit. I was kind of getting distracted there, and it was really hard for me to read there for a second. Not again, I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Maybe me. Maybe me IRL, but, me in game is listening, so don't worry. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know how I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well start reading, right? Oh, you don't have to. Oh, well, what are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just go get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had pulled out of my bag. Alright, it's fine and if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little, apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if you end up, distracting, if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. As soon as I understand what Yuri means about reading in company, it's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, are you... You really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I didn't really mean to. Sorry. Sorry. God, I'm terribly sorry. God, I'm sorry. Oh, God, I'm so sorry. Here, this should work. Slide my desk until I'm up against Yuri's. Then I hold my book out between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right arm to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. We've already seen this CG a little bit now. Yuri takes the left arm and holds it out on the left side of the book, between her and her thumb and her forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That away, I turn the page on Yuri's side. It's under her thumb after it flips to the other side. But in holding it like this, we huddle even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Huh? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to the reading, right? I don't mind to be patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri's no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finished the page before me, so I turn to my own affiliation. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even turning each page almost feels like an intimidating exchange. Oh god, my friend's texting me now. Alright. We're just thinking about going to Toronto sometime soon, so that's why. It's probably already happened by now, but anyways, we're just gonna at least continue on with this. I'll look at it pretty much after the episode. We have at least maybe like 10 minutes left of the video anyway, so my thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might sound silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into her head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of your mannerism. I see. Yuri remained silent for a moment. But Jonza, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think of that. Well, wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about these sort of things. I guess I meant that you're kind of cute. What? What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. Oh man, Monica, you have the worst time sometimes. I think it's about time we share our poems with each other. We may not have enough time we may not have enough time if we don't wait too long. Yuri Excels spreads from her finishing her thoughts. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have to do much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters by your own time. Alright? Alright. I stand up, make a mental note of where I left off in the book, and slip it back into my bag. And now we get to skip. Okay. Alright, now we're going to start off with Yuri! Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should just share with her first. I trust her opinion to be fair. Because I know things with Yuri will be a bit different, since now we're liking her interests and whatnot. After Yuri reads the poem, I noticed her eyes lighten. Exceptionable. Huh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri fist covers her mouth and then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. That's, I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of experience do you have? Your use of and metaphor indicates that you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. It's actually my first time, actually. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. You can't be serious, you're a beginner? But this is so good! Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She shades off her finger along the words in the poem as if she's breaking down more thoroughly. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just there's a lot of specific writing habits that are usually typical of a new writer. Actually, some of this looks the same, so hold on. And then the first poem. Okay. Huh? It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. Think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep up doing my best for you, Jonza. Me too. I'm gonna do another thing I'm not used to doing. Monica, you're next. Hi, Jonza. I keep forgetting I can skip. Great job, Jonza. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It really is metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. And it's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That's why I always count when I put some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked out anyways. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing's that's full of imaginary and symbolism. Unlike Yuri, who's used to simple and distract words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes to read on their left, driven their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nonsense. It could take years of practice, which is, I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked her though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about it. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. And skip. Alrighty, so Yuri. We won't leave you left out. Finally, a poem section where I could skip everything. I think Natsuki might be the same as well, since we did Sayori's route already, so... Oh, never mind. John said, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh? What do you expect me to believe if what you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put effort. We all started somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about. Oh, fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyways. I'll tell you what you can improve on so you can get better trying again. Fair enough. Well, each their own, I guess. Well, anyways, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly. Man, she hated my poem. Oh, right, she was the last one. And then we picked Yuri's side for this. Since we went with Natsuki. And then Natsuki's gonna be like, you're stupid. Yuri. Natsuki. You're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick fights just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri? Huh? You're a seriously talented writer. And there's no secret that I was impressed. Well, that's... But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feeling into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. Natsuki But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have been happening in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defended only because she can't really handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps for me to take a walk to clear my head. Sorry, she doesn't need to... You know what? I'm gonna do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all of your faces right now. One of Natsuki snatches her own poem from her desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem she had in hand and throws it into the trash. Natsuki! She really didn't need to do that. Look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in the ejected chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being threatened like that? You handled it as well as you could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Jonza. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm gonna go make some tea. Yeah, good idea. I think some of these might relate to some of the side stories for later. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. There we go. And we back to poems now. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save on the third area. There we go. So I know that's where I need to go. Alright, so I'll try to get through this and then I'll end off. So that's definitely one of them. That's another one. No, I think that's this one. There we go. Unstable? Yeah, there we go. There we go. I just have to go with words I don't think I would know. Although I think that's Yuri's. There we go. I've gotten all of them with Yuri so far, so maybe there's a chance. Maybe there's a chance I could get this one with just... we're almost there. Haven't gotten anyone else yet. A tone, yes. Whisper. Damn it! Well, oh well. I guess I don't really care at this point, since I got most of them for Yuri anyways. Really? That's the Yuri? Really? Jesus Christ, graveyard. There we go. Finally something. Alrighty. I'm also going to skip over to when we hang out with Yuri again. Cookie in the face. Hey, Monica's here, practicing piano, yay! And we go to this one. Alright, so I'm gonna save. Well, I mean, I'm probably gonna continue playing for a little bit still. I just need to do some texting and whatnot, and then I'll continue playing anyway, so. Anyways, I'm gonna end things here. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys like this video, press the like button or subscribe, whatever. And I'll see you dudes in the next video. See you dudes next time. Sorry, you think you were doing well? Oh no. Hunter! Wait, what? Ah, great. Oh, again, oh my god. Oh god. Oh jeez. I didn't think we'd be trying to steal faces again. Can I even use them without their faces?